top of the off stump, just outside off stump, is going to be a key line for these fast bowlers today. As we see Kensley Joseph join his captain out there in the middle. Kensley Joseph is usually an opening batsman at the local level, quite productive, especially at in the T20 format. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes today.
Short and pull, missed out there, Ambrose. Yeah, 6 of one over, 1 wicket. Good start by the Botanical Gardens Rangers.
Yes, it's a good start. Getting a wicket in the first over is for only 6 runs, and one was a 4 from a bad ball. So not a bad start for the Botanical Gardens. That last delivery, though it was a touch shot, because the line was still just outside that off stump. You know, Sunil was unable to get enough baton to it and get it as square as he would have liked to get a boundary. So it shows the importance of maintaining a line, the correct line, and even your length.
We see Zemran Providence is about to take up the attack from the backway end. He's a left arm spinner. He's gone fairly okay in the tournament so far, not consistent, but he has his days when he does well for his team.
Not a bad bowler, but probably needs to work on what pace he should bowl on certain surface. That's the adjustment he has to make.
Starts off with a bad line delivery. Good stop by the fine leg fielder.
Yeah, good desperate dive there by Cottle at the short fine leg area, just behind square, and already we are seeing the Botanical Gardens. They are showing some real desperation in the field. It shows that they are up for this. Let's hope that they can sustain that for 10 overs out there on the field.
I think there's no catch in this one. 5 wides to the total. He opted to go he opted for a different angle there, and he bowled the same delivery. Why do you think that was, Butler? Why did he opt to go over the wicket? To the batsman. And again, why delivery?
Well, it's strange that he has chosen to go over the wicket, because what he is doing is immediately taking LBW out of the equation. But what he has to do is to learn to use the wind, because it's strange that he's bowling wides against the wind.
He's probably trying to cramp him for room, given how the field is set. Maybe have him hitting to the far side of the ground, which we know famously the wind sort of holds up the ball in that area. So maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the ploy that they have against Sunil.
But with 6 extras in the over already, then it takes all the pressure off the batsmen. They just need to just walk the rest of the over around, and immediately they'll have probably double figures from the over.
Another extra. Quite easy going for the Salcon Breakers batsmen. They don't have to do much with the bat at all here this morning.
I'm sure Captain Sunil and young Kensley, they're not going to complain, because he's making it really easy for them to just get themselves in without any pressure. He's back around the wicket. Let's see how he's going to fare from around the wicket here now.
A better delivery, but of course, after getting 10 runs, well, 11 runs in extras, it's easy for them to just knock it around in for the rest of this over and just wait on the bad ball.
Definitely. Sunil with his experience is going to understand that he don't have to try anything different.
Better delivery, shout. That look close. Umpire Butler going down. Think it was played. It's going down.
You can see that one just angling in ever so sharply into the right hand, that arm ball that he bowled so well, but that one just drifting in a little bit too much before the umpire's liking.
Two more deliveries in the over. They conceded 12. Not much effort with the bat at all. He would be hoping he can get out of this over with at least 2 singles or 2 dots. And he continues with that line of attack.
Again, he continued to get that ball to angle in. I think what he should be looking to do is to bowl the ball a bit slower and look to spin the ball rather than just pushing the ball with the angle.
So better delivery from Zimran Providence. He still has 1 ball to get out of this over. He will be hoping he doesn't bowl another wide here. Much better finish to the over from Zimran Providence.
I think if you look back in the tournament so far, the better spinners have really been those who understand how to mix the pace. Mm-hmm. You know, they are not just pushing the ball to pushing it through, because then you becomes really predictable. So you want to be able to mix your pace, spin the ball when you want to, bowl that straighter ball, that arm ball. You have to keep the batsman guessing, keep him thinking. If you become predictable, then you know a decent batsman can really make you pay. I think that would have kind of undo all that good work that Kemali, who is back, is still in the attack, would have done in the first over.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Butler. I was thinking that Kemali, he bowled such a good over and the pressure was on the Salcombe Breakers having lost that early wicket. And then the next bowler comes in and 14 runs coming off the over, mainly contributed by wides.
Exactly. So that's what we talk about when we talk about partnership. You know, you have to bowl in partnership.
Kemali, let's get back to Kemali. He really looks the part this morning. He's running in hard, he's mixing up his pace still. He's doing a really good job for his team.
And I think he missed the last game, so he should be nice and fresh, and he's looking to get his team off to a good start. But as bowlers, you have to bowl well in partnership, just as the batsmen are looking to bat in partnership. The same goes for the bowlers.
Sunil Ambrose bringing the attack to young Kemali Williams. And indeed so, Butler. As I said, in this over, the batsmen, they can afford to just respect a few good deliveries until a bad one comes, because they got 14 runs, they're 24 for 1 just after 2.2 overs. So far, I don't think Sunil Ambrose is getting it quite out of the middle as he would like to, as we've grown accustomed to from him.
You can see he's still not getting his timing right. But these are things that gets better the longer you bat. So I'm sure he's experienced enough to know that he needs to bat long and everything will get better. One
Well bowled
just outside
by
Ulster.
Kimali Williams. Yeah, he's outside the line there. And yeah, Sunil will feel after losing 2 games in 2, he would be hoping to get a really decent score on the board to stamp his authority. So maybe that's why he's opting to be so attacking this morning.
Yeah, I don't think I saw. I see umpire Graves made any signal, so maybe he, in his opinion, he had some bat on it as well. But very good delivery from Kimali. Good Yorker length delivery, but Sunil is looking to get on the move while he's batting at him.
Excellent bowling from young Kimali Williams as he finishes up his spell. 2 overs, 1 for 9. Just 3 runs coming off that over. A really good, clever over from Kimali Williams. Let's hope that somebody can back him up at the Beckwith end.
Yes, it was an excellent over from Kimali. As we see Keswick Williams is coming into the attack. It would have been nice to see both he and Kimali open up the bowling, backing up each other with that good start that Kimali would have had. But nonetheless, he's now coming into the attack. Still 1 over remaining in the power play, and Sunil will know that Keswick will be, of the bowlers who remain into bowl, Keswick will be the main threat and getting his wicket. So he will be looking at Keswick really closely. And if he bowls a bad ball, I expect that you will see Sunil going behind him. But other than that, I expect him to bat smart and bat normal against Keswick, because it's important for him, for the breakers, for him to bat deep into this inning.
And that's smartly played from Sunil Ambris. 4 runs. That starts the over.
Well, Sunil, that's what you call premeditating, you know. He knew Keswick is going to look to hit that good length at him. So already you can see he was looking to just put himself in a position to walk that one behind square between the man at square leg and the fine leg. A good result, but you still got to be watchful.
This one is pulled. Not time, so we just a little mix up there, a little confusion in the middle by the 2 batsmen. And it's something I was wondering. The last over of the power play, Keswick Williams is bowling. You know that he's a key bowler in this attack. Do you try to get as much as possible from this last over, or do you just see him off?
I would have rather see Sunil looking to get as much runs as he can, but smart and safe. Because he getting out to Keswick now will be a big victory for the Rangers team.
Good single taken there. Indeed so. So you have 3 balls remaining in this over. You've already had 6 runs. I think you can do it 9 runs off the over. It's not bad. Unless you get a bad ball and you put it away, you can look to just maximize the rest of the overs with singles.
Exactly. So now he just want to, consolidate and do more of a damage control in this final 3 deliveries. So let's see how he's going to approach it.
Easing this one to square leg boundary. They hustle back for 2. Really, really good running. Nice soft hands from Sunil Ambrish, showing his experience and class. So really good too, and that's what we've been talking about. You don't have to go hard.
This is better cricket from Sunil. Just walking it in the gap and good, positive, committed running. And his partner has responded well between the wicket.
Give himself some room there, trying to create that boundary. A good bowling from Keswick. He saw him and he just adjusted his line.
Looks like he was predicting that slow ball from Keswick, so he was already making room to hit it through the offside. But good line by Keswick. He's bowling a good over so far.
Pick up from Orvin Warrican and this square leg at the square leg position. Not a bad over, and they conceded. He conceded 9 runs off that over. At the end of the power play, the Salpon Breakers are 34 for 1. You see, Sunil Ambrish is not out, 14 of 16 deliveries. Osiko Williams, he was out in the first over. Called Providence Bowl Williams, he was able to just get a solitary boundary of 3 deliveries. And we see Joseph is in with being a supportive role to Sunil Ambrish, not out 1 of 5 deliveries.
It's not a bad start. 8 and over in the power play. It's losing 1 wicket. It's a foundation on which you can build a formidable 4 innings total. So I'm sure that you're gonna expect to see these guys looking to run hard between the wicket for the next three overs or so, and hoping that the likes of Dillon Jansen can come to the end and hit some long ones.
Beautifully picked up, easy, right in his arc, and it was just easy for Sunil Ambrish to just dispatch that over the long off fielder.
That's a good shot. So as you can see there, he just stroked that ball. He wasn't looking to overhit it. He just stroked it through the line, and that's what you want to see, from batsmen like Sunil Ambrish. They just looking to stroke the ball and get their timing right.
Better delivery from young Winston Samuel after being hit for a 6.
Yeah, well bowled by Samuel as he pulled the length back and put a bit more effort in that one. And Sunil trying to hit with the wind over mid wicket. Not the best shot, I think, in terms of selection for at this time. He has got no start. He need to carry on for the Breakers.
Yeah, he needs to bat long for his team. As I mentioned, Miles Bascom and Shaman Hooper this morning, especially Miles Bascom, who opens the innings, and we've seen in his last 2 matches he's been able to bat through, carry his bat. So Sunil Ambrish will be hoping to replicate Miles Bascom here today.
That's true. What we want to see from Sunil is to bat normal for these 3 overs, and going into last 3 overs or so, then you can have a bit more of a go.
I think that was a wideish delivery. I should have done more with that delivery, young Joseph.
Well, that the bowler is mixing up his pace. He's putting a bit more effort in some, and he's in bowling some. So he's mixing up his pace well.
Yeah, indeed, he's mixing up his pace quite nicely. What you want bowlers to do in such a short format. You can't have the batters reading you all the time. You're running and bowl one thing, the bowlers are gonna read you and that they're gonna dispatch you. So good thinking by Winston Samuel. After being hit for 6 in the first ball of his over, he's come back so good. He's come back good so far.
A wide, very wide delivery, but the key thing in this format, at this stage, if you can get a boundary all in the over, then he sets up the over well for you, that you can just bat play normal cricket and just, you know, keep the team under pressure.
Good stop there from Winston Samuel as he finishes up his over, his first over going for 10.
Yeah, not a bad start. Apart from the first delivery that went for 6, he recovered well in the over. But what the breakers will be looking to do here now is to ensure that there are not many dot balls, so that they can keep rotating the strike and hitting the ad boundary. With Cuttle coming on at this end with his off spin. Knowing the way Sunil bat is off spin, I expect that he's going to look to maximize against Cuttle.
Butler, they're at the halfway mark, 44 for 1. What sort of total do you think they will have in mind at this stage? It's a decent wicket. What sort of total do you think they'll be aiming to get?
I'm sure they will be looking to get between 100 to 110. And on this pitch, that's the kind of target you're gonna have to be setting.
Yeah, they should get that. Ambrose is still at the crease, and they're just 1 wicket down. You see the field that they have. They've opted for square leg, mid wicket, a long on, a long off, and a man at the extra cover boundary.
It looks as though they are going to be looking to keep the ball close to the batters and ask them to hit against the wind.
Well, that was a naughty delivery, but only able to concede just 1. Again, he should have done more with that.
Definitely, that was what we'll call a long hop, and he really should have dispatched that one and get more runs from it.
And there you see, dispatch for 4 from Sunil Ambrose with disdain. Really good shot, really good placement.
Well, Sunil is not going to miss out on a short delivery like that. He pounced on that one. He was on it. He was in position quickly and really smashed it, you know, between the deep mid wicket and the long on.
He looked to do too much there. Maybe if he hadn't backed away, he probably would have gotten maximum for that delivery. But he opted to give himself some room and he just conceded 1.
Go over extra cover with that one.
Well, they got the boundary in the over, but I think they should have gotten more from the over so far. Just 8 runs on 5 deliveries. I think there was more runs from this over. Magnificent effort from the long on fielder that was heading for 6. Just waited on it beautifully and pushed it back in. Good going from the youngster on the long on boundary.
Excellent walk indeed from Winston. Saving 4 runs indeed here. Excellent work. Good cricket and show
really good effort. We've seen some excellent fielding in this tournament so far. Some really good catches. I like the way things are going. Things are really going nicely for the fielders in the tournament so far. They back it up their bowlers quite well.
This is what you want to see, you know, the fielders backing up the bowlers well. As we saw the breakers, they brought up the 50 in this over, in that last over. So they are going along, you know, steadily. They have not really run away with the game just yet in terms of scoring, but they are setting themselves up well for what should be a score in excess of 100.
As we see Donald Delplesh take up the attack from the administrative centre end. And right away, a slower delivery. We spoke about him in the build-up. The way he varies his pace at the back end. Quite a quintessential bowler for the depth. He bowls, it mixes up his pace, and he bowls a Yorker. So somebody that you would want to see coming into to the attack at this point in time.
Yeah, he bowls his slow ball very regular. And what we would have seen in the last game they played, I think, was against the Strikers. Every time he bowls his quicker ball, he went for runs. But when he bowled a slow ball, the batsmen were very respectful of that delivery.
Well bowled again from Donald Delplesh. As you see, as you mentioned, there you go, slow ball, they can't pick him.
If I was his captain, I would have been saying to him, just bowl me 6 slow balls in the over. Because no one has been able to really take on his slow ball, you know, and dominate him. So why not keep bowling it if it's working for you?
Just 2 runs in the over so far. Sunil Ambis, I believe he might be feeling the pressure. He might be looking for a boundary of this delivery.
Well, knowing Sunil, he will be looking to get a boundary because he will want to make sure that they maintain a steady scoring rate. So let's see how he's going to approach the slow ball, which we expect.
Well bowled and well stopped by the young man there. And again, you see Sunil was aiming for that boundary and he was opting to place it between the long off and the cover area. Good areas, but a really good stop from the fielder in the short area there.
Very good cricket indeed, I'm sure there.
Magnificently hit there from young Joseph, and that's 6 runs. Excellent stuff.
Yeah. Joseph, he made up his mind that this is going to be a slow ball and I'm going to go for him. And it was good use of the feet because he know once he commit himself to come down the track, if he missed that ball, Harper was there locking and waiting. So he kept his head really steady and played a magnificent shot straight back over the bowlers.
Badly lined, and that will be 4 runs. Bonus runs for the Salcombe Breakers, 5 wides.
Not the type of line you want your fast bowler to bowl when you are keeping up to the stump.
I guess he was feeling the pressure there a bit, having bowled that slow ball right in the arc of, young Joseph was able to pick him, so he probably wanted to stay away from that line to young Joseph. 15 runs off the over. Again, hardly any effort from the batsmen because there were 5 wides in the over. The extras are playing a part here.
Exactly, that 5 wides was a bonus, but it shows the value of hitting at least one boundary in each over, and then you can rotate the strike, push hard to turn once there is a mistake, turn it into 2. But that five wides would have been a welcome bonus, by the breakers. They are maintaining that steady scoring rate. They are going just under 10, 9.86. So I'm sure that they will want to maintain that and going into the last 2 overs and look to score between 15-20 runs and over at that stage.
Nicely punched. We see Winston Samuel is taking up the attack from the Beckway end. They are 70 for 1 after 7.1 overs, and extras has contributed 22 to the total. That's a lot of extras.
Yeah, that's not the kind of discipline that you want in your bowling team at all.
Excellent shot from Sunil Ambris. Well played.
Not the type of length you want to bowl to a batsman who has been batting from the inception. That's a nice juicy half volley, and Sunil really express himself, hitting through the line of that ball.
And he's taken well bowled from the youngster, just following the batsman with that delivery. Excellent delivery from him, getting his revenge after being smacked down the ground for 4. Good bowling from Winston Samuel.
Yeah, that was smart bowling by Samuel. He saw Sunil moving away from the giving himself room, and he followed Sunil with that. And an excellent catch, a comfortable catch in the end from young Jahil Walters, who have been showing some good signs in the field. He has dived the wrong, save a few already, so this is good. This is good to see the youngsters are bringing some excitement, in the field. But Sunil would have made a good contribution. I'm sure that he will be hoping that Johnson can finish the innings off well.
As he ran in to take the catch, you saw that he twisted his ankle a bit there. Importantly, he held on to the catch. We hope he'll be okay to come out and start the innings for the Botanical Gardens Rangers. Good stuff from Winston Samuel. He continues to be a really smart bowler. Impressive stuff from the youngster Butler.
Yeah, that one was just outside off stump and just moved over slightly. But Kensley was pulling away a bit from the line of the ball, which didn't help him at all.
Excellent. Really good bowling from young Winston Samuel. What's impressive about him, what I've noticed about him in the tournament, well, in his bowling innings so far, is that he learns quickly. When he bowls that delivery that gets smacked for a boundary, he knows where to put it for the next ball in the over, and he's been doing that so well so far.
He does make adjustment really quickly, and he shows that he's thinking. He shows that he is looking at the batsman, because Kensley came down the track very early, so the bowler had the time to see him leaving his crease, so he just pushed that one wide. Though it was a wide, he will welcome the wicket.
The umpire
did signal a wide.
Two new batters at the crease, which is Cian Sween and Dylan Johnson. So this is an opportunity for the Botanical Gardens Rangers to restrict them to under 100.
Well, the Botanical Gardens will have to be on their ball because two of their bigger hitters are in the crease now.
Great bowling from the youngster, and Cian Sween and has gone first ball, and this is an excellent skill of bowling and an excellent catch as well from wicketkeeper Wayne Harper. Really, really good stuff. We're seeing really good stuff here from the youngster, Winston Samuel, and he's now on a hat-trick.
Again, that ball just move away, pitch and move away from the right-hander. Sween was looking to clear his front leg and looking to hit more over long on, but that ball just move away slightly and had a nice healthy edge, and Harper, his gloves was in the right place. Excellent bowling. As we see Rickford Walker stroll to the crease now. He himself is also in local cricket an opening batsman. So they will still be hoping to finish well, but good comeback here from the Botanical Garden Rangers.
Hat-trick delivery, smack for 4 runs. Rickford Walker is on his way.
Unlike the previous two batters, that was more or less the same line. Rickford was a lot more steady at the crease. He did not pull away from the ball. He just drove through the line of that ball and really got it wide of the cover fielder. And not a bad way to get off the marker at all.
Yeah, and also key, what Sween didn't do, he leaned into the shot. Sween's head was more up. He was up in the shot. But Rickford Walker, he leaned into the shot and produced a spectacular drive to get 4 runs.
Exactly. So that was Rickford will feel really pleased with that stroke. So I'm sure he's brimming with confidence there now to finish off this innings. No Dylan Johnson, he can hit the ball a long way. He hasn't really gotten himself going with the bat in this tournament so far, but he's a young man. You cannot write him off. You just need to hit a couple in the middle, and then you see how dangerous he can be. So Botanical Gardens, they will still want to finish strong here.
Donald Delpesh is going to continue. Have a few set to be bowling a wideish line. Oh, sorry, he's a left-hander. Good bowling from Donald Delpesh again, continuing with those slower deliveries.
Yeah, I think what the batsmen are going to have to do when they are facing the Donald is prepare themselves for the slow ball, because he's going to give you more slow balls than his normal pace. So prepare for the slow ball and you might have a better chance against him.
It's high in the air and taken by, I think that's Lewis, young Lewis. Good catch from him, really good bowling. And I mean, the Botanical Gardens Rangers, they looked the part this morning.
Yeah, they are fighting back. They have taken 4 wickets in quick time. So they are looking to finish with the momentum. But I'm sure that the Saltburn Breakers, they're going to continue to push and see how far they can take this total. So the game is still in the balance. So both teams are still pushing to finish this inning with the momentum. And we know cricket is all about, who has the momentum as they go into that second inning.
Yeah, they need to finish off well, the Botanical Gardens Rangers, as do the Saltburn Breakers. get the two in the end. A little fumble on the boundary from Captain Keswick Walters, but a nice delivery. It seemed to be a Yorker length to Rickford Walker from Donald Delpesh.
Well ball by Donald, but really good run in between the wicket here.
Scrambling back for two. Easy run from Rickford Walker and Young Pope. And we see again the slower delivery is hard to pick. Quite deceptive, Donald Delpesh.
I think young Tijon Pope is the one who initiated those two runs. He was pushing really hard and pushing Rickford for that second.
Swing and a miss. That seems to be a quicker delivery. That didn't look to be a slower one. That seemed to be a quicker delivery. It looked as if it was pushed through there from Donald Delpesh. Good thinking from him.
Yeah, not bad bowling at all, but Rickford was looking to hit that one a bit too hard.
This time he connects. Still misfield allows it to go for 4, and they got 8 runs off the over because of that misfield. But still good bowling from Donald Delpesh. Unfortunate misfield on the boundary there.
I can imagine Donald will feel very upset about that bit of feeling there from Keswick Williams. And what it seems there was a lack of communication, because it appeared that the other fielder, Winston, was in a better position to field that ball before Keswick dived in front of him. So not a bad finish to the over from the Saltpond Breakers. I'm sure that Botanical Gardens will be looking to keep them under that 100 mark, which will be a psychological advantage, knowing that you're going after less than 100, which is less than 10 runs and over. On the other hand, the Breakers will be looking to get that psychological mark of 100.
Williams to bowl the last over. Starts off too wide to young Tijon Pope. Tijon Pope just came to the crease. He hasn't faced the delivery as yet, but here we see another extra has been conceded by the Botanical Gardens Rangers.
Well, it appears that Keswick is looking to bowl 4 wide Yorkers and defend the offside of the field to the left-hander.
Well bowled, where you want to be at the back end of any innings if you're a bowler.
Good follow-up delivery as Tijon walk across his stump, realizing that Keswick is looking to bowl him full and wide and get himself closer to that delivery, but it was a good length ball right up in that Yorker length area. So Keswick here using his experience to try and restrict the Breakers and keep them under that 100 mark.
Nice in-swinging Yorker there from Keswick Williams. So far, not a bad over. We'll be hoping he can continue like this. Keeping them under 100 is key.
Yes, still look like he's looking to defend, force the batters to hit against the wind. But to the right and with that line, you will probably want to rather see the third man up and the fine leg back.
Too wide, and that's 2 more runs. It's up to 27 now.
Yeah, and another wide. I'm sure Keswick will be looking at the umpire wondering why did he call that a wide when the batsman walked so far across. But the fact that the ball was outside of the return crease, it will be a wide, even though the batsman move across. So good call by umpire Roger Davis as Keswick looks to go in again to Rickford Walker.
And that's another wide delivery.
Yet another wide. But as I was saying earlier, if he's gonna bowl that line to the right-hander, looking to spear the ball into his pads, asking him to hit to the side where he's gonna be hitting against the wind, he should be having the third man up, which I think will be wasting down there and push the fine leg back.
Good thought there from you, Butler. I agree with you. 3 balls in the over so far, 6 runs.
Yeah, the batsmen look like they're looking to run for everything, and that's what usually happens at this stage of the inning. Again, Keswick is maintaining that line, but let's see the line if he's gonna keep that line to Rickford Walker, the right-hander.
And as you were saying, there you go. He's continuing that line, and he has a fine leg in the circle when the fine leg should be back, and 5 wides.
Exactly.
Extras seem to be giving Sunil Ambri's competition here for top score of the innings.
Exactly. This is very disappointing, from Keswick.
Oh, I'm sorry, that came off the bat. Sorry about that.
This is very disappointing from him. The field placement is really poor for that line. That third man is being wasted at the moment.
So I'm hard to the square leg boundary. They just get 2. And now the score is up to 100. 101 for 5. And again, not much effort needed from the batters because wides continue to play a part in the Salt Pond Breakers innings.
I'm sure someone might be watching and wondering, how did Breakers get to 100? They haven't seen, a lot of fireworks. But,
we continue with the wide line of attack for the day. It's a lot of extras now. That in 10 overs, that's a lot of extra.
Far too many extras from the Botanical Gardens. Not a disciplined performance at all. They have bowled well in patches, but very disappointing to see so many wides, being bowled at this stage of the tournament.
And 4 runs to finish the innings. 36 runs conceded in extras. Buys. That takes it up to 40.
Again, fittingly buys to finish up the inning, which shows that extras has been a healthy contributor to this Saltman break his inning. And I'm sure Saltman, they will be happy with getting that reaching that psychological mark of in excess of 100. And they will be backing themselves to go out and defend this total.
So you saw there in that innings, Ambrose 35 of 27 before he was called Walters Bowl Samuel. Zico Williams was out in the first over called Providence Bowl Williams, this Kimali Williams that is. Kenzie Joseph was stumped nicely by Harper off the bowling of Winston Samuel, who bowled a good spell. Dylan Johnson was called Lewis Bowl Delplesh, and Sween was also dismissed by Samuel, caught Harper for no score. Joseph made 13 of 16. Rickford Walker seems to be in good form and in a good confident place in terms of his mindset. 18 off 9. Tejon Pope 1 off 2. Several extras, 35 of them in the innings, thereabouts, and the total of 106 for 5. Right.
Yeah. Saltman Breakers, they will be happy with this total. I'm sure they will be saying to themselves that they're still not hitting their straps in terms of their batting just yet. But as we look at the bowling figures for the Botanical Garden Rangers, Kimali Williams opening up the bowling. 2 overs, 8 that ball, only 9 runs, and he took a wicket. He started well for the Gardens. Zimran Providence, he only had the 1 over, 3 dot balls, 14 runs. He conceded a lot of extras, a lot of wides. Keswick Williams bowled 2 overs, 4 dot balls, 22 runs. His final over was a little bit mixed with a lot of wides. Samuel, he bowled 2 overs, 5 dot balls. He went for 20 runs, but he got 3 very important wickets to bring them back in the game. Cuttle with 1 over, he went for 10 runs, no wicket. And Delplesh, he bowled 2 overs, 5 dot balls, 23 runs, and he took 1 wicket. Not a bad bowling performance if you take away the extras, but I'm sure Coach Macklin will not be happy with 35 extras in 10 overs.
Yes, that would be the case. And the fall of wickets, the wickets fell at 6, 74, 75. 2 wickets fell at that score, and 79. So you had a flurry of wickets around the middle there. But they recovered well in the end, mainly hit by extras to get to 106 for 5. But how do you see the Botanical Gardens Rangers' chances in overhauling this total before we go to a break?
Well, if we have to go by what we have seen in the tournament so far, we will probably say that they don't have much of a chance. But cricket is a game that you never write off a team. I'm sure that they are going to be thinking that we have to be positive. They are not under any pressure. They cannot qualify for the playoffs, but they will want to pick up some points. And I'm sure the likes of Wayne Harper and Thomas, Jahil Walters, they're going to come out and look to advance themselves, try to advertise themselves for that next edition. So I expect to see them come out and be positive and look to salvage some pride.
All right, thank you very much, Len. And at this time, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have live action for you in the Dream 11 VPL 3.0 from the Ashes.
From the ashes to the same. They're not giving up, no. Gods and God will collide. Hear them shout, spirits high. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend it. From the ashes to the stadium. Bring me out. D10. From the ashes to the stadium. Bring me out. D10. Hey. D10. For this moment, as we rise up each day, it's the game of the people. Come on, let's play. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend. Whoa, whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. VPS. D10. From the ashes to the stadium. VPS. D10. With their hearts and their soul, they're not giving up, no. Gods and God will collide. Hear them shout, spirits high. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend it. From the ashes to the stadium. Bring me out. D10. From the ashes to the stadium. Bring me out. D10. Hey. D10. For this moment, as we rise up each day, it's the game of the people. Come on, let's play. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend. Whoa, whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. VPS. D10. From the ashes to the stadium. VPS. D10. With their hearts and their soul, they're not giving up, no. Gods and God will collide. Hear them shout, spirits high. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend it. From the ashes to the stadium. Bring me out. D10. From the ashes to the stadium. Bring me out. D10. Hey.
Welcome back to the Dream 11 VPL 3.0 edition from the Ashes, as we see the Botanical Gardens Rangers openers are about to head out for their reply. 108. They need to get to put up their first win on the board. Unfortunately, 108 runs, 36 of those being extras.
Well, as I said earlier, if we take away the extras, it was a decent bowling performance. But the runs on the board, 108 is the target. Two youngsters opening up the batting for the Botanical Gardens. I'm sure many of the viewers, and even their supporters will be hoping that they can go out there and be confident, believe in themselves, and approach this chase with some level of maturity.
I think the Southern Breakers will be more confident of the two sides, as you see Deron Johnson about to bowl and we see a slip in place, looking like Oziko Williams.
Well, the field set looks like he's going to look to bowl short at these guys.
And you called it right. Short delivery, but wide.
Yeah, but the two men out the circle is the wide fine leg was quite wide, and the deep square, which is just in front of square. So Johnson looked like he's going to be looking to bang the ball into the pitch and ask the batsman to hit against the ball. So let's see how young Jail Walters is going to handle this line of attack.
Shortest delivery, misfield, allowing a single.
Yeah, another short delivery, and Jahil played it really well. He was up and stroking that one, punching that one in the covers. And had he gotten that in the gap, it would have been a lovely shot for four. But
yeah,
he's up for the attack. He's up for the challenge here, as
I
it's
agree with you. All he needed to do was look for a gap there and probably would have gotten 4 runs.
Captain Sunil and the experienced bowler Johnson were very meticulous with their field placing. I think they are going to be looking to come hard at these two youngsters. Let's see how they're going to respond.
See a wide delivery there. I feel like the wide deliveries are haunting us today, Dayton Butler.
Well, let's see if it is really a disease that is out there on the field that has now been transferred over to the breakers. They have started off in the first over. They have already delivered a wide. So let's see how Johnson is going to. He's looking to bring the ball into Thomas here.
And the no ball, and they can get the first 4 of the innings. So this is a good start for the Botanical Gardens Rangers. Extras playing the part in their innings as well.
It's a magnificent shot by Thomas. So that's a no ball for Johnson, stepping his back foot, stepping on the return crease, which is something that he is known to do when he's going around the wicket, as he tend to go a bit wide of the crease. So well spotted by umpire Graves, and let's see what Thomas is going to do with this free hit.
Crunching drive there from young Thomas, missed out on the free hit delivery, but good signs from him so far, middling it.
Well, we expect young Thomas to be up for the challenge in this game. We know the previous 2 editions he would have been playing for the Saltpond Breakers, so I'm sure he will want to to say to Sunil, to Captain Sunil, you really should have retained me. So I'm gonna make sure that you pay for it. So let's see how successful he's gonna be today.
Nicely bowled there. Good comeback delivery from Delon Johnson.
Well, Thomas has made his intentions clear. He's going to throw caution to the wind. He's going to look to play a match-winning inning today, and we know his capabilities. So if he hangs around for a while, you know, he can mount a challenge to the breakers here.
No, what a magnificent shot from young Arnold Thomas. That was beautifully picked up. 6 runs.
Magnificent shot. That one angled into his pads, and he just whipped that one high over square leg. And bringing back memories of his father, who was a national player himself, O'Neill Thomas. He was strong off his pads, and it's a lovely shot indeed.
It's a change of angle from Delon Johnson.
As we see Johnson opting to go over the wicket to look to carry the ball across the right hand line.
14 runs off the over, 5 deliveries. I don't think Thomas needs to do anything too crazy here. Just 14 runs off the over, you already set yourself up for the rest of the innings. So you don't need to lose a wicket, because then the Salpon Breakers will be on top.
They're already ahead of the required rate. So.
Well played, well stopped from the point fielder. And you see, Arnold Thomas is middling them quite nicely here today.
Yeah, this is really good cricket. Not a bad delivery, good length and line by Johnson. Arnold just caressing that one, looking to get it to the left of point. But Kensley, who has been one of the better fielders in this tournament so far, moved smartly to his left and just, took that one down, and the batsmen, they were unable to get any run. Good work indeed. Very good cricket, I'm sure.
This is Sunil Ambrose about to bowl from the Beckway end. He's continuing things as he's done in the tournament. A key contributor for the Salpon Breakers in all departments, and he's about to hit his first bowl here.
We saw against the Hikers, he came in for some very good, big hit.
Wildish delivery. Again, Wilds. Can't get away from them today, Butler. Even wider. Do you think it has anything to do with the windy conditions? Is it just the bowlers not getting their line and lengths properly? Well, their lines properly?
Well, the wind has not really changed throughout the tournament. I think he's looking to bowl Walters wide of the off stump, but he's pushing it just a touch too wide. But Walters is an aggressive player, so let's see how he's going to go.
I mean, you have cover up in the circle, you have long on out, mid-wicket out. Why not play with the spin and try to get it through the covers instead of aiming to go over the mid-wicket area, which will play into Sunil and the Salpon Breakers' hands. And again.
Yeah, I think sometimes, the batsmen, they think too much about hitting with the wind. There we saw long off up in the circle. You should be looking to hit that ball straight back.
Nicely placed from the young son. That's 4 runs. Well picked up. Short delivery. Deserved to get the treatment.
That's a better shot. That one was short and he pulled it through mid-wicket. That's the type of delivery he should be looking to hit in the mid-wicket region. When the ball is full, he should be looking to just push that ball over the mid-off fielder, and he will get value for shots like that.
Better delivery, better follow-up delivery from Sunil Ambrose.
Yeah, Sunil looking to go as full as possible. Now Sunil would have recognized that he's looking to hit in the mid-wicket region, so the fuller you bowl is going to make it more difficult for him to get that ball in the mid-wicket region. So the batsman has to make that adjustment, and when it's full, look to hit straight.
Missed out there, looking to play a sort of sweep pull. I don't know, caught in between, somewhere caught in between there, Butler.
Yeah, he obviously anticipated, that ball coming into his pads, so he was ready to sweep. But as we would have seen that ball drift with the wind across the right hander, and he found himself in more or less in no man's land, playing what we'll call a nothing shot. And he was lucky that that ball, went past his off stump, as it was pretty close.
Yeah, 21 without loss after 2. A better start by the Botanical Gardens at what we've seen so far in the tournament. As you see, Javon Samuel about to take up the attack from the administrative centre end. Nice single there from Jair Walters. Brings Arnold Thomas in strike, and he's been timing them quite nicely. So I'm interested to see what he's gonna do in this over.
Umpire Graves signaling a leg by there, and yet another left arm spinner. Let's see if he's going. He signal leg by. Let's see if he's going to look to spin the ball and slow it up a bit.
Smack down the ground from Arnold Thomas. Doesn't have to move. Really good looking shot from the young man.
Magnificent shot indeed. You can see the bowler pulling his hand back from that one. Decide that he's not going to put his hand there, and the big figure of Dylan Johnson at mid-off will dive into his right. Was unable to pull that one in. A really good shot by young Thomas.
What was good about that is that he picked his area quite nicely. It's picked up. Will just be a single. But again, Arnold Thomas, he's looking quite impressive so far this morning. I guess playing against his former team is playing into his hands today.
I think so far for the tournament, this is probably the first time we saw this kind of body language from him. So he's really up to perform well against his former team.
Strong appeal, given not out from umpire Graves. Let's see the replay. Not too sure what they were appealing for. Caught behind, but it didn't appear as if it brushed the pad, the bat, or the gloves on the way through.
Again, young Jahil opting to sweep at the delivery, going against the wind. One will rather want to see him looking to hit down the ground with those fuller length deliveries. And I'm sure he'll find he'll get more value for shots like that.
Yeah, it's 10 overs, but sometimes the batsmen they forget about shot selections. Most of the time they're looking to hit the ball as hard as possible and not thinking about timing and placement, which is very important. mistimed. You just get two. And there you go again, looking to just run down the track and hit the ball as hard as possible. Not getting value for his shot.
Now Jail is a far better player than what he's showing so far. But because he's so bent on sweeping the ball, when he gets the fuller ball, he's not in any position to really play that shot down the ground. So he wanna be a little bit more open-minded in terms of facing the spinners and play the ball in his merit. And he will be more successful. He will get more value for his shots.
Indeed, Butler, well said. As you see, Sunil Ambris is about to finish his overs for the day. And he's bowling to Arnell Thomas, who's looking in red hot form here.
And this is exactly why we said it is so important that the Botanical Gardens, have that experienced batsman in the lineup, to help these youngsters.
Yeah, that look dead. Looking to sweep a fuller delivery. When again, as you've been calling for, hit it straight down the ground. The mid-on is up in the circle. Cover is up in the circle. You should have been aiming to hit it somewhere along those areas.
Why will you want to be trying to sweep a ball to get one run? Because based on the field placement, the most he can get from that shot is one. When you can hit that same full delivery down the ground, get the same one run, or even maximize and get a boundary, a 6 or a 4. This is not smart batting, and that's why an experienced batsman at the top of their lineup would have been so important for these youngsters to help guide them, like the likes of Miles will be able to do, and even Sunil.
Yeah, and they're missing that indeed, as we've noted some of the key players that are missing from this Botanical Gardens lineup. But when Harper strokes to the crease, Arnell Thomas, he was looking really good. He'll be disappointed that he got out in that fashion. So Wayne Harper joins Jahil Walters at the wicket.
Yeah, that's a disappointing wicket, I'm sure, for the Botanical Gardens, because he would have shown his ability to hit the ball down the ground already. So I'm sure Coach McLean will not be happy with that shot selection. As we see Vice Captain Wayne Harper has come to the crease. He's a young man but very experienced, so let's see how he's going to approach this inning, because they really need to get a formidable partnership together if they're going to challenge this total.
Another wide. Put quick single to get out the mark, and Wayne Harper, with all his potential, he'll be hoping that he can show his class here today and get his team over the line, and we know he's capable of doing that.
Yeah, smart batting by Harper, just tucking that one around the corner and get a single. Similar delivery to the one that Thomas tried to sweep at a while ago.
Swing and a miss. Ball through the gates, Jahil Walters. Not great batting from the Botanical Gardens Rangers so far. You've lost Arnell Thomas in that over, and here you see Jahil Walters looking to make a shot out of nothing and being bowled.
Very disappointing from these young batters. He was in no position to play that shot that he was attempting. That ball was angling back into him, and he was looking to go over wideish, long on, straightish mid wicket. Again, not looking to go down the ground. And these young men, these young batters, they're definitely going to have to long to rotate the strike, run hard between the wickets, wait on the bad balls. And what they will realize that they have more time than they really giving themselves.
Yeah, because they got a good start, a fairly good start. Just 3 more balls remaining in this over, and you've already lost 2 wickets in this over. Again, you need to keep Sunil Ambrose out of the game. He's been a key component of the salt and breakers in both bowling and the batting department, and he continues here. He's 2, just 9 runs off his over so far, and Keswick Walters is about to take 4 strike. Well played, looking like quite a batsman there, Keswick Walters.
Keswick Williams, he has some batting potential, but I'm sure he will have to get himself in.
Lovely delivery there, and some drift off the wicket, Sunil Ambrose. At the end of the over, on the end of the power play, 32 for 2 after 4 overs. Disappointing from the Botanical Gardens Rangers so far. See Jahil Walters, he was bowled 8 runs off 11 deliveries. Arnold Thomas, he was looking rather good. LBW to Sunil Ambrose, 15 off 10. And you see Wayne Harper, 1 off 1, and Keswick Williams, not Walters, Keswick Williams, not out, 1 off 3 deliveries.
So in terms of scoring, this stage, the Breakers, they were just 2 runs ahead. They were 34 for 1 after the power play. So in terms of runs, they're just 2 runs off. But you know that extra wicket that they would have lost.
Big shot, picked his gap nicely. Well played by Keswick Williams.
Well, a nice juicy full toss for Keswick Williams, and he helped himself. I'm sure he would have been thinking that he should have been hitting that one for 6. So he will say that he robbed himself 2 runs.
He attempted to hit that one for 6, but it just fell short of the man at long on.
Well, I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. I think the previous ball is what he should have been looking to hit for 6, and then rotate the strike.
We continue to see this from the Botanical Gardens Rangers. Oftentimes they have a fairly good start, and then all of a sudden they're looking to make shots where they shouldn't be playing shots, and they're not bad with the run rate. They're 37 for 2 after 4.2. I just need somebody to be able to back through the rest of the innings, somebody to lead by example. And we have the captain and the vice captain at the wicket, so one of them needs to stay and bat with the rest of the youngsters to come. We see it's not going to be Keswick Walters. He's going to play his shots from the look of that shot he played on the ground.
Yeah, at this stage they just need to be looking to rotate the strike.
It's not about wickets. You can make up for it at the back end of the overs, as we've seen so far in this competition. Wide from Samuel. It's 8 extras, 9 extras now in the innings.
I think Samuel saw Keswick coming down the track so early that he slowed that one up really well. What the batsmen had to understand is that the ground is the boundaries are the same size all the way around. So those full deliveries that they were trying to sweep, the boundaries the same length, straight back, and they're gonna get more value for presenting the full face of the bat than trying to sweep the ball. Those that are so full.
See Jeremy Hayward is coming into the attack. A young spin bowler. He's gonna bowl to Wayne Harper. Short delivery to start, and not put away by the Botanical Gardens Rangers, which is something else. I've seen from them throughout the tournament. A lot of bad deliveries haven't been put away.
Keswick continue to come down the track, and he's leaving very early.
Short and wide, too wide. Keswick looks disappointed, as he should be.
Yeah, he's trying to do a little bit too much, Keswick. He just needs to settle down and back.
Well bowled by the youngster. Saw him come in and just held back his length a little bit.
What you will find from the teams that have been performing better in this tournament is that every time you present a bad ball, they're punishing you, and that's what is making the difference.
No ball from Jeremy Hayward.
That one looked like it pitched off the strip.
Yeah, good call from umpire.
Before the crease, so that was called a no ball.
Magnificently played from young Harper. Well played. We need to see more of those.
A good way to deal with a free hit. Maximizing the free hit, getting that 6, and well played by Harper.
Excellent shot, great placement from young Harper. Could this be his day, Butler?
Now this is how thin the line is, between confident batsman building confidence. That no ball. He get in that free hit and hit one off the middle of a 6. And all of a sudden, Harper is looking like a different batsman. That was a confident shot over cover for 4.
Short delivery, missing out. But a good over so far. Good over for the Botanical Gardens Rangers. 15 runs coming off that over. 4 more overs to go, and we need to be scoring at 13 runs and over in order to get to this target of 108.
Well, the Botanical Gardens, they will be thinking that their best hope of pulling off this chase here today will be heavily banked in on young Harper, who is capable of playing those big shots. He's capable of playing the ropes. And if Keswick can settle down, he has good batting ability, but you know, sometimes when he's facing one delivery, about 3 or 4 different shots is going through his head. So he just need to settle down, stay with Harper, and they can put some pressure on the Salpon breakers. On the other hand, the Salpon breakers, they will want to cut down on the extras that they would have given away so far, and look to build that pressure.
As you see, Hoyt comes in for his first over against Harper. I think this is an over that they should be looking to target, especially given that they'll be hitting with the wind as well.
The medium pacers on this pitch, they can travel if they don't bowl the right lengths and don't have a good slow ball.
See, it's looking a bit overcast now.
Yeah, Harper looks like he's finding his confidence. He's definitely looking to get on with the scoring now. Let's see how Keswick is going to approach this one.
Smacked down the ground by Keswick Williams. He would have been hoping to get more out of that shot.
Yeah, Keswick doesn't seem to be happy with the bat at the moment. Every shot he plays, he's looking very closely at the bat. I think his favorite bat was broken all the way up in the tournament. So.
See, it's quite overcast, and we see the groundsmen, they're lining up at the covers. We hope there are no rain interruptions here. Well played from the young man. Just waited on it and picked it up nicely to the square leg boundary for 4.
Yeah, Harper is looking to step up into another gear, and that free hit has really set Harper in a mood the way he's looking to really maximize his scoring here.
Didn't get the elevation like he would have wanted for that delivery.
I'm sure the Harper especially will be disappointed with this over. I think there were deliveries that really he could have capitalized on and maximized this over a lot more. He will be disappointed that he was unable to put away another 2 or 3 of those deliveries. But
indeed, so Butler had a 63 for 2 after 7 overs. Keswick Williams, he's at the non-strikers end. Young Harper is taking strike, and Dylan Johnson, he's going to come back into the attack. And I'm thinking Sunil Ambrose is looking for a wicket here.
Yeah, 15 runs and over required at the moment. Once Harper remain at the crease, anything is still possible. As we know his ability, we know that he's a very pugnacious batsman, and he can do some damage if he gets going in.
Nice shot. Come back for 2. Very strong throw, but batsman made it. Harper looks to be the man to bring it home for the Botanical Gardens Rangers, and he needs to stay there to the end if they are to get to his target of 108.
Good running by Harper. Really pushing hard and get back on strike. Because it's important that he take as many of these deliveries as possible if they're going to have a chance. Because he's the one who seems to be hitting the ball well, and Keswick need to give him some support.
Wide delivery, but Butler being an umpire, he moved all the way across his stump, and that ball just marginally missed the leg stump. It was called wide. A lot of times you see commentators from various competitions saying that they don't think that should be a wide because of how far across the batsman got.
The batsman moves around a bit, but the umpire still has to judge it, so in his judgment he's thinking it's a wide.
Nice bowling from Johnson. See, he's opted to mix up his pace as well, which is a good strategy. Yeah, a bit of rain. There's a bit of rain around. At this point in time, the Botanical Gardens Rangers, they would need to be at 73. As he misses there. I will see the groundsmen. They've settled a bit. Doesn't seem to think that the rain is threatening.
Yeah, there's a bit of rain around, but because the wind has been so strong, we expect the wind will push it, more down Kingston side. So the groundsmen are pretty confident that it will be okay.
Notice Wayne Harper is not timing them as well as he was doing early on.
Yeah, we see Johnson is looking to bowl the ball back a length and short, asking them to pull, which is against the wind. But Harper not getting much timing on that delivery, on that pull shot. Sorry.
Nice short delivery, but signal wide. Bowler's disappointed.
Keswick was pulling hard at that one, and then he was gesturing to the umpires if that wasn't wide, and the umpires, calling that one a wide. But good intention here by Johnson, putting a bit more effort into that one, and that one zipping past Keswick before he was through the shot.
Excellently picked up from Keswick Williams. Well played. We need to see more of those if they are to get to 108. A lot more.
It's finally nice to see Keswick play a shot and not looking at the bat. He's very pleased with the way that one came off the bat. So I think he's happy with the bat now. But he was expecting a short ball and he was on his back foot waiting on that. And he really got some decent bat onto that one. And let's see what is going to be the follow-up here now by Johnson.
Marvelous. Picked his area nicely. I'm not sure if that's where he intended it to go, but 4 runs. But really good batting from Keswick.
certainly looked a bit intentional. He looked like he was looking to get that over the offside.
Yes, well played indeed.
Well played.
Yeah, well spotted. Yeah, excellent shot from Keswick Walters. Williams just picking his gap, picking his areas.
Immediately we are seeing a change in the body language of Captain Keswick Williams. You know, he's looking a bit more busy because you think, you know, they're onto something here now at the moment.
2 more overs, you need to get 30 runs. It's a lot for them to do, but we know it's not impossible. You need to score 15 runs and over from here.
At this stage, the Breakers, they were 79 for 4. And as we can see, the Botanical Gardens, they're 78 for 2. So the game is definitely on. And Harper will be looking to maximize in this over. It's nice to see the Botanical Gardens is mounting a challenge.
If he had left us alone, could have been a wide. And right now, I think the Botanical Gardens camp, they will be ruined the amount of extras that they bowl in their innings, because the game could have been done and dusted by now.
Exactly. So immediately, if they lose this game, they will be kicking themselves with those extras. But you see, Keswick was running through really hard for that single. I think he will be saying to Harper, "You need to give me the strike. I'm striking it well." So the game is definitely on at the moment.
Educated edge, as they will call it. 4 runs. Keswick Walters, Williams. I keep calling him Walters because he looks like an opening batsman at this point in time.
Well, I think Keswick will be the first to tell you that he started out his career as an opening batsman.
Is that so, Butler?
Definitely at the under 15 level. But and bowling leg spin as well. But that's what you get at this stage of the game. Batsman, you know, throwing caution to the wind, and once the ball hits the bat, it's gonna really fly. So the game is definitely on. Breakers are under the pump at the moment.
Anti-climax, that's what you call that. Bold. Hoyt picking up the key wicket of Keswick Williams. And much to do here for the other batsmen to come for the Botanical Gardens Rangers.
Very good delivery there by young Hoyt. Holding his line well. He kept his head under pressure. He was definitely under some pressure in this over, and he produced a really good slow ball, deceiving Keswick, have him beaten all ends up. Keswick looking to hit that one out of the ground, and well bowling by young Hoyt. As we see Donald, another big hitter, stroll to the wicket. I'm sure that they're going to still be going hard at this, looking to get their fourth set of points on the board.
Yeah, Donald Delpesh, we know he can hit them out of the park, so by no means is this game over.
Captain Sunil, he's very meticulous with his field placing. He's controlling things from the long on boundary.
Picked up. And that's 6 runs to Donald Delpesh, helped by the wind, but That's the area that you should be looking to go right now. And we see it comes down to 19 of 8 deliveries. Still anybody's game.
I call it. I told you Donald is a big hitter, and if you put it in his arc, he's definitely going to travel. Don't think it's the right line to be bowling to a new batsman when you just come into the crease. You know that area is easier to hit than something maybe outside off stump. Putting the third man back and asking him to hit over the offside.
Should be looking for 2. Good running, really good running from Donald Delpech. And this delivery will be a free hit. He's got to go in this delivery.
Yes, good running indeed. Donald and young Harper were committed from the get-go to come back for the second. And this is definitely a free hit, final ball of the over, because I'm sure Harper will want to be on strike for the final over.
Slap to the mid-wicket region. Just one run, and the equation comes down to 16 from 6 balls. Whose game is this, Dayton Butler? What are you calling it in favor of?
Well, final over, 16 runs. Young Tijon Pope has been given the responsibility of bowling the final over. And from what we can recall, we remember when he bowled that final delivery to the strikers. And Miles, played that a lovely shot over cover for 6. But the game is definitely on. Both teams are going to feel that they can go on and win this game. So this is what the crowd has come to expect. This is what the viewers are looking for, to see excitement, and they're definitely getting it at the moment.
So 16 required of the last over. Tijon Pope brought into the attack for the first time today. Young man will be given the opportunity to seal this for his team, while the Botanical Gardens Rangers, 2 batsmen at the crease, Harper and Delpech, both of whom have already had some lusty blows, will be targeting him to see if they can get the 16 runs required to notch their first win of the tournament. Deep set onside field.
The way the field set, it appears that he's going to be bowling, hitting the lengths hard and asking the batsman to pull. The batsman who is wearing a yellow cap, no helmet, so fine leg back, square leg, deep in the mid wicket, long on. If I'm a fast bowler bowling at the over long on. So let's see what's going to be the line of attack here. It appears it's going to be hard into the body.
And he goes full, contrary and contradictory to the field set. What do you make of that, Butsy?
Well, I'm sure he just tried to prove us wrong there.
Maybe he was trying to double off the batsman.
I'm sure Captain Sunil will, as you can see, Sunil is gesturing, because the field set is definitely for that hard length into the batsman body, asking him to hit against the wing. And this is where the pressure is going to build on young Pope. Let's see how he's going to respond.
So 12 needed off 5 deliveries now in the last over. Pope to Delpech, who is on fire at the moment. 13 off 4 deliveries, striking at over 300. This one is into the pad, gets a leg by, brings Harper into strike. 11 needed from 4 deliveries. Let's see if the field will change over for the new batsman, or if they will keep the same ploy.
Yeah, that is more the line they will be expecting Pope to bowl. you know, keeping the ball tight into the batsman's body and taking away his hands and asking him to hit against the wind. So I'm sure that Harper is going to have to be up for this line of attack, and let's see if Harper has decided where is his best scoring option to this line of attack.
Well, they will need 2 boundaries out of the next 4 deliveries. Maybe there's a chance for 4 super over of the tournament.
Exactly. We'll love to see that, won't we?
Wide called. So 10 needed from 4. And you said before that he'll be trying to get the ball into around middle and leg, but that time he ordered a little bit far down the leg side.
Yeah, he just pushed that one a bit more. You can see he's looking to spear the ball and pushing it into the right angles.
But his run up this time, which is good from the young man. If you're not comfortable going in, especially with such a situation before you, then it's good you just regather and start again.
Exactly, that's good thinking by young Pope. He's definitely under some pressure here in this final over.
This one is hit on the onside. They're pushing for 2. It's really close. Oh my, that really should have been run out. The throw was in from the fielder there. It was Jeremy on the mid-wicket boundary. And the batsman seemed to be quite short as when the throw was to be gathered by the keeper, as we could see from the replay here, Butler.
Great work indeed from young Harewood, tearing off the boundary. A good throw in. The batsman is not even in the frame when the ball was into the keeper. And Sweden fumbling what should have been a regulation taken and running out Harper. Let's see if he's gonna pay for that, like what happened against the Strikers.
And that one has gone for 6 runs onto the pads of Harper, and he flicked that one nonchalantly over the square leg boundary, and they now require 2 from 2 deliveries.
Magnificent shot by Harper. That one spearing into his pad and just whipping that one. Alla Gordon Greenwich over deep square leg mid-wicket area. And already we have seen that the breakers, they are paying for that and miss run out yet again. Another error by Sween, experienced wicketkeeper Sween. Not good at all for the breakers here.
Yeah, he'll be very disappointed with that at this point. They're still in the game, but it has really given the Rangers the opportunity to be in the ascendancy with only 2 deliveries left. And really, Harper should have been back in the hut on the previous delivery run out.
Exactly, and that's the thin line between success and failure. One mistake can change the course of a game, and we have seen it in this tournament already. Are we going to see it today again? Let's wait and see. Are we going to get a super over?
Well, let's see. 2 deliveries left. Harper on strike. Tension could be cut with a knife. Pope again. He's going in to bowl to Harper. This one is caught in the pad. They get a leg by, which is smart thinking there. So they now need 1 off 1. The scores are now level. So they cannot lose for the first time for the tournament.
They cannot lose for the first time in the tournament in a full match, but we can still end up in a super over.
That is very true.